A few of you have asked in the comments, and a few of you have unsubscribed because you're impatient with the build out of the step van. You keep asking, when are you going to build out the step van? When are you going to build out the step van? And the answer is June and July. I'll get a lot done on the step van. My intent, and listed on paper, is to get new flooring in, insulation for the walls, insulation for the ceiling fans, probably be putting in solar panels. Don't know about the rest of the solar kit, like the inverter, the controller, all the wiring and stuff, but at least solar panels and getting the wires inside, probably. Security camera, backup camera, insulating the cab and the bed. I think that's probably what I'll get done in June and July while I'm in Colorado. If I get more done, fantastic. But really, that's what I'm going to try to get done just in the next 2 months. So a lot of progress. Probably the overall build is going to take a year to 3 years. Now, you may want to unsubscribe just with me saying that. But you'll see a lot of progress just in the next 2 months. And probably in 4 to 6 months, it will be quite livable with maybe the kitchen and bathroom and some bench seats. But from there, it'll be a slow build out with other things like the plumbing and some of the electrical things. Stuff like that's going to take quite a bit longer because I'm going to research things to death, as you've noticed, and try to put it in the most efficient and economical and correct way as possible, given the information that I can read and research and information from you in the comments. So if you're not very patient and you're looking for major progress, because this is a daily vlog channel, just whatever's happened in my daily life, you're probably going to get really frustrated because half the videos are going to be like the video today, going to an art walk, what I do during the day, meeting up with friends, having coffee with friends, going out to national parks, or traveling and doing the like Camino de Santiago. So it's not always going to be building on the step van. This is just one component of my life. Good morning. I'm in Lousville, Colorado, just slightly north of Denver. It's like between Boulder and Denver, probably 15-20 minutes outside of Denver. And this morning I'm going to be meeting a longtime friend, Chris. I met Chris in a coffee shop probably about 8 or 9 years ago, and he was born and raised in Berlin. And so we became fast friends, and I practiced my German with him prior to going over and living in Berlin. And when I lived in Berlin, I went and had breakfast with his mother and hung out with his mother, and I hung out for a half day with her and met her, who's just a wonderful person and speaks really good English and of course perfect German. He's also a graphic designer, so we're going to hang out and catch up. I'm going to head to a coffee shop here in Louisville to get together with Chris. This is the coffee shop that I'll be meeting Chris at. I showed up a little bit early. I'm going to go in and order and wait for him. This is my friend Chris that I met probably, I don't know, we had maybe 8 or 10 years ago at least.
So we step out of the way?
Yeah, we're going to step outside, find a place to sit. Crowds are gathering, and they're doing work. They're doing construction in here. So we're going to sit outside. It's absolutely beautiful out here. While I was waiting for Chris, I started playing with the camera modes. I watched a YouTube video, of course. The YouTube video was on camera settings, specifically for my model, to change the depth of field and some of the color values and the frame rate. So hopefully this is a way better image. I'm hoping, and I'll get to see this once I edit it, but that I'm in focus here and the background is all sort of fuzzy and blurry, which is like a portrait mode with a still camera. And this is one of the reasons that I wanted to have this particular camera. I just finished up hanging out with Chris. We had a wonderful chat, like almost 2 hours of just catching up on all the changes in his life and what's happening with his business. So it was really great to catch up with him. I did just go back and look at the video that I shot with the introduction and talking to him, and I just barely changed all the settings on my camera, on the Canon, to manual and the aperture, so that hopefully things that the camera is focusing on are in focus, and things in the background, like over here, are out of focus and sort of blurry. And this is called depth of field and an adjustment to the aperture. So this is going to be a new change for me. I've got to go in and manually adjust the ring for the lighting settings to change those kinds of settings. Over the next few videos, you may be seeing some lighting situations that are not ideal. It is raining like crazy outside. It's just coming down in torrents. I have a lake coming into Starbucks. It's just going to keep doing that. Crazy water coming in here. I've been playing with the Powershot all day today, and I'm trying to master the controls here. What I want to do is figure out an easy way to switch back and forth between fully automatic mode and not really have to worry about adjusting the settings of the camera so that the image doesn't get too dark or blown out. Then I want to have like some sort of preset so that I can switch over to be able to have the depth of field, so the background is completely blurred and the foreground is in focus. I like challenges, obviously. I bought a step van, I'm doing a conversion project, I travel a lot, I live alternative lifestyles, so I do like figuring things out. I love research, I like conquering things, and sometimes I realize it takes a long time to do that, and I think that's the case with this camera. Is I'm only in like day 1 or 2 in figuring out the settings, so just bear with me if things come out looking wacky or sounding wacky as I'm figuring out this camera. I'll get it eventually and the quality will be superb, but it may take a few weeks. Still trying to adjust these camera settings. It is beautiful out right now. The rain has stopped and it's drying up, and we have blue skies up here. That's like 40 minutes ago and it's already clearing out. It's really amazing. I'm gonna head over to Lousville to, I guess they have an art walk over there, and I want to find another of those ice cream shops called Sweet Cow. I mentioned that in the Highlands video, which I'll link above. And one is in Lousville in the downtown area, which is really close to the art walk. I'm a big fan of art walks, all sorts of artistic things. You'll see a lot of my videos are devoted to going to various kinds of art events. My occupation, graphic design. So that's sort of in my background. Ever since I was a childhood, I was drawing, dabbling, doing painting, sculptures, all sorts of things like that. So I really enjoy seeing these type of events. I've never been to Lousville for their art walk, so it's something I'm looking forward to. I see the Sweet Cow up ahead. Looks like they have a line. You're welcome. Ordered a milkshake. I'm getting a banana cream pie with whipped cream on top. I'm told it's pretty good. This lady over here is making waffle cones, so she gets to sit by the window and make these amazing giant cones. The milkshake is absolutely phenomenal. I had the banana cream pie, and I had whipped cream on top. It's just delicious, really, really quite amazing. The downtown area here is just gorgeous, just really beautiful. Don't see the art walk, I'm just going to have to wander around or ask some people.
And the wildlife museum.
There's an artist doing some pottery out here on the sidewalk. And one of the galleries here. Looks like they have a live band here. This is the same coffee shop that I was at this morning. Here's another gallery that's owned by this young lady, Donna Morita. I'm going to go inside and check it out. Here's the gallery. Forever. I really liked that last gallery, and I had a great time here at the art walk. At the last gallery, I met somebody named Monica, just a wonderful person, and she's from Lithuania. And she's been living here in the United States for 24 years. Currently, she's working at Celestial Tea Company, which is very near here, and she invited me to come out and have a tour of the tea company. In the future, I'll take her up on her offer to have a tour of the tea company. I think that would be really great. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next episode.